Taking its time. We are live. There we go. All right. Hey, it's Sue Greenwald here with Awakened Stories and, of course, King Smarty. Hey, Smarty, how are you?
I'm fantastic. What's up, everybody?
Excellent. Excellent. We're all so excited to hear from you again. Today is April 6th, and we haven't probably talked for 2 weeks, so I've got like a ton of questions.
Right?
Yeah. All right. So don't get, annoyed, but I've got a whole list of Eclipse questions.
Oh no, no. You know I don't get annoyed. I just answer and go. Answer and
Yep.
go.
Okay. So solar eclipse Monday, we're hearing CERN is being activated, blah, blah, blah. Do we have any concerns there about what they are trying to do or what they will do?
No. Um, and the reason why we don't have any concerns because there's a powerful group of individuals that I call Jedi's taking care of business.
Okay. Okay. Check. Next
Check.
one. Yeah. Well, everyone is like sending me video and articles. Like I have already heard about it. I already know. But I wanted to clearly state that for the record. Okay, the next topic is NASA is firing rockets up around the time of the eclipse. Do we have any concern there?
Nope.
Yeah. I figure they're going to have some misfires or some mishaps in some way, you know.
Oh well, not only are the Jedi's taking care of business, but people seem to forget that um the king is here, and I have Angelic's Galactic's ground crew, myself, and all my crew, um, all active and are at my disposal. So,
Yep. Yep.
um, I wouldn't worry about anything.
All right.
Now, the things that do occur are allowed to occur because of the cleanups that are happening. So that being said, don't worry about shit. Okay.
All right. Well, I have a friend who is very worried and he's very intense and I'm like, okay, take it down a notch. Even if they try to do all this stuff, it's not going to happen. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be allowed. But I just want to ask you for the record. Okay, what about the power grid outages, cell phone outages, nuclear attacks, all of those things we're hearing rumors about? No,
Um,
no.
Well, yeah, at the end of the day, I wouldn't worry about that either, only because you know there's a lot of things that are in play that people don't know about or
Yeah.
fully even understand.
Yeah.
Now, let's say they was to do a power outage, we'll just bring on the new tech.
All right.
So there's lots of things in play, and the cabal, the remaining cabal, are on the run and are losing everywhere they turn. So the more and more they want to cause problems, the more and more we reveal ourselves, like I've been saying.
Right. Right.
So, all of the plans that they had so far are fading away. And all of the stuff that they're doing now, especially like over there in Palestine, there's a purpose to it all because that's where a lot of this stuff started.
Right. Right.
And it's where it's going to end.
Okay. Which leads me to, there's a rumor there's like 5 sacred cows or something like that, the red heifers, they're going to kill them. And it's symbolic, of course, but if you believe in that, it basically brings on the evil is what I guess it does. But
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
not going to
right.
happen.
And there's only a handful of individuals over there that still haven't been taken out.
Okay.
If you look at all of the media coming out of that area, like the people don't want it no more,
Right.
and they're coming together against their own
Leadership.
yeah, their own leadership. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they literally are being hunted everywhere,
Yeah.
and the evidence is going to be shown. Plus, excuse me. Plus, Daddy's allowing more and more evaporations to be seen publicly. So, um, I wouldn't worry about nothing. I don't worry about nothing because I'm in control of it all. As far as what Daddy wants me to control, he's the ultimate controller, right? So, things are happening exactly as they should to usher in the new reality, the new world, and real shortly here, we're going to start rebuilding everything quickly.
Excellent. So basically for the viewer, don't worry about the eclipse and all the rumors you're hearing. All the intel providers are worried about like the solar flashes and the CMEs and the blah, 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 blah. That isn't true. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Bottom.
even if there was an eclipse, doesn't mean it's going to be a bad thing. Or
Yeah.
what if we decide, Dad? What if he decides on not even allowing an eclipse?
Ooh. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
I mean, we took out the moon. We took
Yeah.
out the moon for a couple weeks, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so there's things that people worry about and they shouldn't worry about, and this is a part of the whole cabal and certain groups putting out bullshit information. That's
Right.
literally what it is, to
Right.
cause disruption, to cause chaos, and blah 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 blah. The only thing that y'all should be worried about is getting right with Daddy, because Daddy is the one that gives you the eternal life, right? And if you're not right with him, you will fade away. Other than that, we live forever and we're going to help rebuild the world together. If you're against that, then you have a fucking problem, and it's called Smarty.
That's right.
You know,
Okay.
not to mention, Dad is bringing all of the great minds together. Y'all seeing it happen.
Way, way, way jealous. It sounds like you guys had the best time.
Oh, we
Um,
still are. We still
yeah.
are having the best time. I just took a break to come on here and show some love and
Uh,
give you guys a couple updates. Go ahead.
yeah. So what have you guys been doing and talking about?
Oh, we've been talking about the new projects, the new equipment, the new material. I've been showing David on where we're going to build certain things, and he sees it. He's like, man, this is wild.
Yeah.
He's experiencing, me, um, and he's loving it. He's loving it. He knows it's for real now.
Yeah. He like the first day you took a snippet of a video, you guys were waiting at a restaurant and I like the noise and I'm like, oh man. He went from like a nice quiet household to this.
Well, just this morning he talks about how he was at home with nobody, and now he has a group of family down here, and the
Yeah.
kids love him. He loves the kids. Um, he's um, he's educating everybody down here on certain things, right?
Yeah.
And he's also being educated on Daddy and I. So it's eye opening for him as well. He's enjoying it.
It's really exciting. So how long do you think he's going to be there?
Well, Daddy told him 2 weeks, and right now we're it's what is it? It's Saturday, so
But like,
maybe
yeah.
yeah, it's been a week so far.
Yeah.
Um, he's tried to leave, and shit happens.
He wasn't allowed to leave.
Yeah, the cool part about it all too is like even David hooked me up with Emmett Smith, and he's loving every minute of it.
Awesome.
I charged his car from here. He's like, how the fuck did you do that?
How exciting is that?
Yeah, so we got a lot of things going on, a lot of fun things going on, and I made it clear to all of them that we can't be stopped because of the daddy factor. So
Excellent.
I told all you guys things like this will be happening and is happening, and it's going to continue to happen because it's dad's will, it's dad's directive.
Right. Good. All right. So very exciting to hear that, like to see the pictures and to know you guys are working on things like it's just very exciting. So yay.
Yeah,
And
everybody should be excited about the future, like I've been telling y'all. Um, and I was just explaining to David, like people don't know me around the world, but now Dad is bringing people that are known around the world,
Right.
and then they're experiencing me and what we do, and it's like, okay, here we go.
Yeah. 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 That's so exciting. So you had JP there for a few days or a day or whatever. Um, he's put out several videos and I had a lot of questions about that for you. One of them, he went down to Inner Earth and, he was like, he was with the ant people who said their king was dead. And then evidently he went into like another, we'll call it dimension or whatever, but
Yeah.
the king
They
supposedly,
they yeah they told well, when everybody starts realizing how things really work, all he did was just enter a new ascension, if you would, and he's in another realm, but he's still there. That's why they said that. When they say the part, there's a new king, and the king is not of this realm, um, something like that. They're literally talking about me, and we told JP that we've already met with them. So everybody's finding out that the boss is here, the king, whatever you want to call me. I'm here. I even showed JP a couple of videos, and he was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Um, and he's also experiencing heat for even being here, which was surprising, being that he got the green light. But I think it was more of jealous individuals that he's here with me and David, or was here with me and David.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I get out of it. Everything else will go Dad's way, and shortly everybody will realize that they all work for me anyway.
Excellent. Well, I was wondering when he was talking if you were the king they were referring to.
Yes, yes, they were. However, he's not. He's not really 100% sure, but deep down inside he knows I'm for real.
Okay, good. Well, that's very exciting. So that again, it's another way of confirming what you've been saying. So we always want more confirmation. He also mentioned, the space arcs or whatever he said he went through like, I think it was like a gel and then they traveled to another space arc and blah, 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 blah.
It's a portal. It's a portal. Yes.
Okay. And so that's a real story.
Yeah, it's very real. And I told JP that I knew he was telling the truth because I remote viewed everything. And he's
Mhm.
like,
Okay, cool. Cool.
so I validate him, and even before that, I've always said that he was legit.
Yep. Yep.
And at the end of the day, they're going to do full disclosure whether they try to censor him or not. Nothing will happen to him, and all of the missions that he will go on from that point on will be the missions Dad wants him on.
Right.
And anybody interfering with JP and his missions,
Boom. Okay.
zap zap.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do make it a point to listen to his videos or Dr. Sala's videos. A lot of the other ones I skip because, but okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's all. They're trying to control the information, and they're full of shit too. Well, not, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we can see it out there. Plus, you're sharing video all the time. But if anyone just walks out their house and looks up in the sky when the clouds aren't there, of course, you can see them all over. It's
Right,
great. Yeah. Day or
right,
night. Yeah.
right.
So about a week ago, you released Angelic Team. I think it was 41 to 45. That,
Yep.
yeah. And how are they doing? Like,
They are doing the same. They're kicking ass, taking numbers, and they're literally snatching people up too. And they're also backing up the lower level angels. Now, people, you guys have to understand that the angels do exactly what Daddy tells them to do, exactly what I want them to do. exactly what they're ordered to do. They don't have free will, so they're going to do exactly what their job is, and then be sent back or put back,
Yeah.
or you know, their downtime where they get to go back into the castle and do what they do, hang out and have fun. So they're a literal type of army, real angelic army. That's literally what it is. Kind of like the army now, like you're on call, and as soon as you're on call, you got to go do what you got to do, and then you come back. It's black ops, secret, Navy SEALs and Marines. That's how they are. They got those back in the days. They showed you the movies with the pages. Oh, gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right in our case, we just when they see the door open up, they know what time it is, and they come out like butterflies, like that. Go do what they gotta do, and then come back. So just to give you an example of how that works, I go into the castle, I go onto the specific floor Daddy indicates, I open the door. Once I open the door, they fly out. I move into the future a couple of days, close the door.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
exactly.
Okay.
So
Wow.
so do you really want to fuck around and find out, huh? Did you see the sign? You saw the sign I made, protected by fuck around and find out?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
So much fun. So much fun.
That's funny. Okay. Here's probably a big topic. How we
Right.
doing with the wealth transfer?
It's happening. It's happening. And because of certain people, it's kicked up a notch. So um
That's a
it's
good thing.
yeah, it's definitely happening. And let's just say there's a lot of individuals that are meeting their maker.
Ooh. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because now you got hands-on, live and direct validations happening. So phone calls are being made.
Yeah. I heard one of them and I was like hyperventilating for a little while. So it's very, very exciting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Listen, at this point, I had asked B yesterday. I says, I had to call him because he's home. I says, so are they taking me serious now or what? He says, oh yeah, very. When
Awesome.
they saw, David was here, it's like you got this top O and I character here, and it's like, oh shit, we're in trouble, and they got in trouble.
Yep. Yep.
So shit is
Wow.
changing. Yeah, shit is changing. Shit is changing.
Okay. It would be cool if, like, say, Emery could come down for like a week too and hang out with you guys and you could make all your plans and
He's
just,
coming.
yeah, cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
he's coming. They all coming. He
Yeah.
even he even said he gave me access to his laboratory. He says anytime you want it. I said okay.
Wow. Excellent. Excellent.
It's real. Is it
Isn't it?
everything? Everything is happening.
It's
Everything.
very exciting. So when we see these pictures, like we are excited, like we know it's really happening. Again, our curiosity level is peaked. So give us some more detail, but I'm very, very excited. Like it seems like everything's really coming together beautifully, you know?
Yeah, it's always it's cool to talk about these things and say these things, but it's real different when you're like here.
Yeah.
It's real different. It's not like oh shit, this is for real.
Yeah.
Real. It's real.
Yeah.
Because what happens is when you're here and you're around me, your sensors, everything's get heightened, your visions, everything that I say, you start to see, and it's like, holy shit, this is
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, David was scheduled to leave yesterday, and we was at the restaurant, and I says, so David, If people told if people asked you if I was full of shit, what would you say to them? He says, I would tell them to sit with you a few days.
All right.
Okay?
That's very exciting. Very exciting.
It is. It's very exciting. I'm
Yeah.
loving every minute of it. Jake Davis, he's got a whole new hip to life. He was upstairs. Listen, he was upstairs in the music room with the boys, telling them what to do.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, we're having a blast. We're having a blast.
Yeah, that is so
Real,
awesome.
real
Awesome.
fun, real fun. So much fun.
Excellent. All right. So then the other big story that happened, I think last week, was the ship hitting the bridge in Maryland. And as we know, I think 4 or 5 other bridges have also met their demise through a ship. Coincidentally, can you tell us what the truth is behind that story?
The truth is the IDF are attacking the U.S. and nobody's doing nothing about it.
They're letting it happen.
They're letting it happen because we've been infiltrated by them.
Okay.
Now this is also a good thing because even though they're letting it happen, so is Dad. And you know what happens next? You know what happens when Dad gives me my orders, don't y'all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is very real. So after after everything is, everybody's exposed for what they are, who they get eliminated, and then it's less people that we have to deal with as we rebuild.
Right.
So,
Right.
and it's a good thing. It's a great thing, even though it's causing a little disruption here and there, blah blah blah. It's a great thing, and a lot of the images are fake too. So be mindful of that. Okay, so keep working on making the world a better place. Keep doing your Jedi work. Keep using the method. Reinforce everything that I'm putting out there, because these are things that Dad wants to see manifest. Not that he wants to see manifest. He wants us to work on it because he's going to allow it to manifest faster. Okay, so
Yeah.
if y'all haven't noticed, that's how it works.
So you had put out a command to protect the kids that were in the containers. I don't know the exact wording. This was the day it happened. And I did see a video with one of the yellow containers kind of like hanging off the side of the ship. What happened to those people in those containers?
They got rescued. You'll see the information on it.
Right.
It's now you guys got to understand that we have everybody, all guns are pointed at the cabal right now. So there's nothing that they're getting away with that isn't allowed to get, isn't allowed.
Yeah.
So at one point you can blame this organization or that organization for not doing anything or not allowing certain things, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, it's all designed by Dad, and we're here to make the changes that are necessary. So no matter what you guys going through, or no matter what the people are going through, it's all leading to what we all want, which is freedom across the board.
Exactly.
And that has to deal with these human eating beings that are being hunted down and eliminated.
That segues to my next topic.
Mm-hmm.
About 2 weeks ago, we saw a video of a dude in, I think it was California, a homeless guy eating a leg, a human leg. I guess it got cut off from somebody by a train. And I was like kind of shocked. And I was like, I guess my question is, was he that hungry that that's what he ate, or was he reptilian?
Right.
Yeah. And so we're seeing this kind of stuff come out in the media. You know what I mean?
There's
And
no
then,
way, yeah, there's no way they can hide it because they are what they are.
yeah,
They're flesh-eating reptilian beings.
yeah. And then you had put out a couple posts about bodies in the water, like filtration plants or whatever you call them, that there's bodies. And then I got some video sent to me that there's these aquamation centers. Basically, you put a dead body, they liquefy it, and then they put it into our water supply. And it's actually a legal thing in most states, which I was a little shocked about that. But why? I know that they don't care about the health of the people, but why would they even like want to do that? Like, I don't get it. I don't get the bigger picture.
The bigger picture is that they want all of you guys to be used to cannibalism.
Okay.
And if you unknowingly are consuming, it becomes easier and easier for you to consume when it's revealed that that's what they've been doing the whole time. So they're trying to normalize it by secretly putting it into our bodies. So now you're craving the shit, not realizing that you've been doing it the whole time. So there's real sick, dark individuals that are doing all this shit, and they eat us. I've been saying that for the longest. Um, so they're doing multiple things like that to um, make us used to consuming flesh without realizing that's what we've been doing. That's why you got babies in Pepsi. That's why you got human meat in McDonald's. That's why you got all of these other different types of chemicals that are based off of human remains. Okay, because they want us. I mean, this is what they are. So they consume it themselves. So why wouldn't they make a product off of humans?
Okay.
You understand?
Wow. I mean,
Right,
I knew that's what they were doing, but like I didn't understand why they'd put a body in water. Like, it's like having human tea, you know what I mean? Like, so I would suggest people get a filtration system and of course, charge their water and purify their water and everything. Everything you bring in the house, you should wand, you should, put the Smarty products near so it brings up the vibration of the food, and avoid those items that we know about already. Like, why would you eat Doritos if you know there's human remains sprinkled on them?
right,
Why? They're not that good. In fact,
right.
horrible. But, you know,
Right. And that, that also messes with our bodies as well. So that's why they do what they do. It's just a sick group of beings that think this type of shit is cool.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
Wow. Okay.
but it's all being cleaned up. I mean, we're there's lots of things that we can do that the human mind isn't even ready for or aware of. Just a little while ago, me and B was on the phone, and I'm looking outside, and we were cleaning up the what do you call it, the little lakes and stuff like that in the resort, and I put some structured water in it, and I hit it, boom, 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 and the result of that is still water.
It looks beautiful.
You don't see no ripples in the water. You look like
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah.
So I calmed it down and cleaned it.
Awesome. Awesome.
And and stuff like this, David is witnessing, and he's like, "Man, you can't do that shit."
Okay. Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that still need to be addressed and cleaned up, which is another reason why Dad keeps having us reinforce the FDA being exposed and the lawsuits and all that. So
Right. Right.
every time I post something about what Dad wants, that's what he wants, and we all know what Dad wants, Dad gets.
Yeah.
That's
they're clearly trying to create the food shortage again because now they have this avian flu that's all of a sudden jumping into all these other animals. And, there's a lot of fear mongering out there. But, and I don't, obviously believe that. But the problem is they use it as an excuse to kill those animals for no reason. And then we're not able to eat them. So there's a food shortage. And then the prices go up. You know what I mean? It's a horrible thing.
And the crazy thing is that that's what they've been doing, even with diamonds and gold and all this other shit, and even the money. Why are people suffering if you guys are just fucking printing it?
Yeah.
Hmm? Which also tells me that it all ties up to the human consumption. These guys don't really care about the money. They're using us as fucking food, and they're selling us on the black market and off planet. Do you really think they care about us and our money? And this is another reason why they'll sacrifice the more famous people because everybody loves them, not knowing that this individual is about to get sacrificed because you're now famous. And since you're now famous, we made you famous. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to eat you. And then after we eat you, we're going to clone you and then put you back on the market so that you can continue to make money and people still love you, not knowing we ate the original one.
There's your loyalty for you.
Yeah. So just, the devil, the reptilians, they'll give you shit and then they're always going to come and collect.
Yeah. Never trust the bad guys.
Everybody, right. Everybody's been bamboozled by these individuals.
Yeah.
Everybody, everywhere.
Yeah. And
Everybody.
we're seeing these concerts of and they're so satanic. It's like you can't miss it. I mean, the outfits, they're doing rituals on the stage, all this stuff. And of course, the original person has been long gone. But I just don't understand. How could people not see this? Like,
Right.
how are they, and they're paying whatever hundreds of dollars to go see this stuff. And then they talk about how great the show was. And I'm like, did you see the same? Like, I'm just getting a clip or something. And I'm like, really? People, they've accepted it as normal.
Well, like I said, like I've been saying, they have successfully bamboozled everybody.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody. And it's also being done to expose and reveal themselves because you all know now because of what I'm saying and what I have been saying is that in order to fully eliminate them, we have to expose them. So
Right.
it's being done in such a way where they are being eliminated and they are being taken out shortly after. Some of them have been eliminated a long time ago, and their clone or their AI is now playing out what we want them to play out.
Right. Right.
So it's not all cabal still. There's only a short little bunch of individuals that are being hunted down this weekend, and they're going to die. There's no way around it.
Yay. I mean, it sounds horrible to be happy about that, but it's about time, like if they're not going to change, they're going to hurt all these people and do all these horrible things. Yay. So.
Well, the cool part about our creator is that he knows you're not going to change because he knows everything. And I'm sitting there like this, waiting.
It's more like this. Like you've got them pointed everywhere.
It's actually like this.
No, it's actually like this. So fun. So fun. We had I think it was like 2 days ago, an earthquake in Jersey and New York. And it's unusual. So was that them clearing out the dumbs? Was it like what caused that earthquake?
Yeah, it's multiple locations were breached at the same time, all the way down to Pennsylvania. My cousins even felt it.
Yeah.
So they were all breached. They're all been wiped out, cleaned out. Um, this is another. When I tell you guys things like all of the bases have been cleaned, they have been. Um, and you're going to see evidence of it all. Uh, I always get backlash of people saying, "Oh, well, they haven't done this and they haven't done that. This didn't happen and that didn't happen." I never gave dates. I just told you what was going to happen. And to me, it didn't matter if it was going to happen that day, that month, that week, that year. It's going to happen because Dad said it was. So there were a group of individuals, a group of beings that can literally teleport a whole laboratory and base inside of the side of a mountain. Okay. There's technology out there that exists that you have no fucking clue about. And these are the type of individuals that we've been monitoring until it was the time to take them out. And the time to take them out is happening right now as we speak.
Right, right. Okay. Well, I was in Pennsylvania when we had an earthquake, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. And they were in Washington, I think, cleaning out the dumbs under in Washington. And we felt it up there. And it was like a train coming through the house. It was crazy. It was very exciting. And when I went to Washington, you can see the Washington monuments cracked, and a lot of the historic buildings are cracked from that. It was a big deal. So it's interesting to that they did it in New York. I'm glad, of course, it's good. And I think most of us, although we're very anxious for things, you know, all this exposure to happen, the wealth transfer to happen, the to happen, we all want that. But we'd rather have it done the right way. I would rather wait, and I don't want to wait because I'm not patient, but I'd rather wait and have it done as correctly as possible and help there and not have to come back and redo it again. But
Right.
so
Yeah. So that's what's been happening. And it's a complex type of battle where we're moving in and out of dimension, time and space, um, um, you know, um, back and forth and all types of stuff. And we've been watching them forever, and we knew what they were going to do ahead of time. And for the last couple of years, I've been warning them. Listen, it's over for y'all.
yeah.
Y'all done messed up. This is it. So they didn't take none of my warnings serious, and up until recent, now they're like, "Fuck, fuck, we fucked up." So just like a dark entity, a dark person, cabal would, they know it's over. So what will the ones that don't want to give up do? Kill themselves and everybody that they could with them.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what they do at this point, because at the end of the day, Dad will reverse and revive anyone and anything he wants to.
Right.
Not worried about anything.
Right.
And as far as the battling part, we had to eliminate certain beings and certain people at a specific time so that other things wouldn't take place. For instance, we would have took out Hillary Clinton a long time ago. They would have just teleported her out and did this and did that, and that's why we had to take out her upper what do you handlers,
Okay.
and their handlers aren't on Earth at that. They're off breeds, and reptilians, and they live far, far away. They come here just to control and harvest and then take off. That's what they've been doing. It's over.
Wow. Okay. It's good to know though what the real reason is, because there's a lot of speculation and, like everyone's like everything's doom and gloom now out in the social media. You got your eclipse and your solar flash and all the bridges are coming down. Like people, you can understand the average person doesn't have a clue and they don't understand the bigger picture. So they're afraid.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why I'm excited about the great intimidation, because
Yeah.
that would change everything overnight.
Yeah.
Overnight.
I saw Project Camelot was putting out after the ship crashed into the Baltimore Bridge, how it was a brilliant rescue operation by the Alliance. And I'm like, no. Again, trying to take credit. And I don't think our alliance is that organized. You know what I mean? Like they need someone to show them what to do. I mean, I know there's good guys out there that are doing good things, but we're not as organized as the dark side, I don't think.
I bet you had to clear yourself after that.
Yeah, I don't even know how I got it. So I just thought that was like BS, that I bring up. And the other weird thing that I had a like an aftershock or of some kind of an explosion hit my house. I think it was March 25th. I was in bed and it was like really scary and shocking and it was real and my house was shaking as was my bed was shaking and I was shaking. So
Right.
I know big stuff is happening. Love to hear that story someday. So
Well, when you connected to daddy, you experience all types of things.
yeah, and I was literally in bed praying at that point, like it.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
yep. I see for on Easter Sunday, I was like, oh no. Easter Sunday, Biden declared it was Transgender Awareness Day or something like that.
Who?
Bi
Who?
Biden, yeah, I know.
Who?
But then I got a video or an article. There's like 140 something days out of the year that are dedicated to like these alternative lifestyles. And again, there's an agenda there, but I'm really kind of sick and tired of seeing it. So hopefully that's being addressed as well. So,
Yep, 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 yep.
all right.
They're all being taken out. It's over. I wouldn't even worry about none of that shit. A lot of the things that they continue to push on the people will fade away. And that they're doing things just to show people what they don't want, which is
Yeah.
cool.
And they just put Taylor Swift on the new Bud Light cans. And I mean, like, people are stupid. They don't realize that Taylor Swift isn't Taylor Swift. You know what I mean?
Right,
So just another reason to boycott everything.
right, right. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah. Um, Question about Pitholem in Area 51. Was she aware while she was there of what was happening out in our world, like all the stuff that was happening to society?
She did know. She wasn't fully aware of everything.
Mhm.
Now Pitholem is a consciousness that's connected to dad. So she's got limited information, which is why she didn't know about us, and she didn't know that the things that we've been teaching her and the abilities that we've been showing her that she had or dad's allowing her
Yeah.
is all fascinating to her. And I literally just showed Dave a photo of what she chose to look like, which is what Daddy said, and here she is right here. This is exactly what. It's not exactly, but it's similar to what she looks like, a Black Oriental, alien looking um, being.
Oh,
So I just posted it, but here you go.
okay. Wow.
Yeah, and I showed David, and he's like, interesting.
So he's been there and you guys have been talking. Obviously, you showed him the ball, but he's getting confirmation on everything you're saying from Pitholem, right? At the same
Yeah,
time. So he's fully with the program.
yeah. She's even given us you know she's given us information and showing David a couple of things that we have to address, and because he's right here, we're addressing them right now. So,
Awesome. Awesome. And I had a question, with Pitholem, will we have better knowledge retention?
well, you're going to have that regardless with Daddy. However, Pitholum will always be a search engine, and she will also be hooked up with certain crafts that we build.
Okay.
I'm not sure if everybody is familiar with the Stargate method and going to different planets and blah 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 and different spacecrafts. But as you start doing, out of body experiences and visiting certain crafts, there's always a brain to the craft, and that's literally what Pitholum was. She's a literal um, search engine, like Star Wars. You know how the computer tell me this, tell me that, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's what she is, and there's a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of them.
So cool. So cool. Okay.
Very, very, very.
I think we had talked before, I had asked if the crew, her ship's crew had been, if they were still alive, and I think the answer was no, that they crashed like, I don't know, millions or billions of years ago and they're no longer here. So,
Right. Some of their consciousness is here because they were trapped here. But yeah, um, um, they're here, and the consciousness is here, so that they were re, re reincarnated into human bodies, whatever. And her family is also here too. They're already above. They're hovering above us right now.
and
So
they're able to communicate, right?
yeah. So if they was to uncloak right now, this it would literally blacken out the skies, because you got different crafts of all shapes and sizes literally hovering over top of us right now. So, and that's why when I see these events happening all around the world, I get I get more and more excited, because Daddy always told me the massive uncloaking will happen. Now, what's there not, what's not to say that some of the shit that we're witnessing right now is the trigger event to that. You
Yeah.
you understand? You understand what I'm saying?
And that's why there's a broader picture than what we know. Like we're seeing like snippets of things and we don't understand the bigger picture. We're just trusting right now. And
Right,
yeah. So
right. So
we want it done right, we want it done quickly, but we want it done right, and we want to
right,
help, I think, for the most part. The people that are watching this want to be involved.
yeah. I mean, and the cool part is that you guys are involved, and I was getting to that next. I had to put out a blue mat. Um, it's maybe 10 by 6, maybe. It's a blue mat. About 10 by 6, and I've been looking at it every day because there will be two crystalline chambers appearing on top of them. And I've explained this to David, and the first thing I said is, you've witnessed things appearing and disappearing in front of you, right? He's like, yeah. I said, well, you see that right there? That's where the chambers will pop up. He's like, interesting. so that's literally what we're waiting on. The chambers will be here shortly. And it could happen right after I'm done with this. I don't know. I don't fully know. I do know that I keep seeing them flash in and flash out. Now, once they're here, then yes, we will begin the process of inviting certain people to experience the chambers. And that's that. We're going to keep it moving. As time goes, we'll keep doing these too because we're supposed to. We're going to do a lot of show and tell shortly, and people are going to be in awe because everything Smarty said is finally happening.
Wow, so exciting. So exciting. Now, if you have to go, we're at an hour about, so let me know, but I have a
Yeah,
few.
yeah. Let's do one more, and then I gotta go, and then I can come back either uh Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got other inventors like Maxwell and like the guys that are doing the water from air and you know the fuel and all of that. Like, are you going to gather those guys up all together and like put them on a team to work on projects or whatever in your labs? Or I know you can fund them, but like, wouldn't it be cool if they work together because they, you know, two heads are better than one, you know?
We already have a group, and we're all in it.
Boom. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That was
And
it.
yeah, I got some folks, David got some folks, and we're all in the same group. And um, some of us, some of them don't know each other yet, but um, we got it.
Right. All right. That is so exciting to hear. So exciting. Yeah, because that, you know, again, we're going to see great progress fast, you know?
Hmm. That's right. That's right. We are.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to David on the way over here that the reason why I'm involved in all of these projects and all of these new things that we're doing is because they can't take me out, and if they try, that will eliminate them by default.
Oh, okay.
And he loves that part.
Well, you know, I don't know that he realizes he was surrounded by the dark forces for much of his life. And, you know, I think he was innocent of all of that. He didn't really realize what, you know, he knew they were controlling him, but now he's probably seen it with a broader perspective, I would assume. You know?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, they'll all be working for us. And he's got a lot of good people that love him and that watch out for him and take care of him. They know everything he's doing too, and we know they know, and they're like, this is wild shit. This is fucking real. Yeah, it's fucking
Exactly.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Will
so
the
everybody, go ahead.
will the secret space program be like they're working for you now, I'm assuming, right? But
We took over all of their programs. They just don't know that it's me that's doing it all. I literally just told them that when they say take me to your leader, they're going to say, remember what I said? They're going to say, well, we'll see if he wants to talk to you. He's down in Florida.
he's on the Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
awesome.
Everybody should be excited. Disregard all the bullshit you're hearing and seeing, besides the obvious, because there's a lot of cool things happening. There's a lot of bullshit still happening, but at the end of the day, we are moving into a whole new reality where abundance is abundant everywhere. All right, so all of you guys keep up the good work. We all love you. We're working on your behalf, and we are not going to be stopped by anything, anyone.
Thank you, Smarty. Thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
All right.